We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Let's go! Boys, bring it up! Here we go, Pac-Man. 180! Watch it before, watch it before. Oh yeah, and here we go again.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Running with Howard. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 120! 54, Mike, 54. Crunch time, defense.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Check. 5-7. Mike 48. 57. Check 3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now Austin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Running with Elliott. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 20. Forward. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. He's checking. Crash.
On first down, they run with Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All right, T. Shoot. Over here.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Please.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Here we go, 47. 50's the push ball. 50's the Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Prescott from the gun. Completes it to Jason Witten. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
There we go, kill. Here we go, 46. Watch the slats. Mike's 50. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Prescott yet again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, kill. 47. 36. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Gun. 36 to Mike. Here we go. 36.
To the air again, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 36 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. That's complete to Cobb. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Go. 120.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You go night. Check 13. Check 13.
Run.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the delay, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
go. 280.
54. Mike, 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Showing up. Showing up.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, turn it up.
Great 57.
On the toss play, Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Your trip is here.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. A first down throw for Prescott. He finds Austin complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott caught by Cobb. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Hey, 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, we're going to 54.
42, Mike, 42.
And again, it's Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Open man, here is Cobb. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC, let's rock the NFC here. Starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get to field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 7 yards there and a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
46.
Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Here we go. Hey, kill. 26.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, come on out here. Come on.
We're going to 54. Right here. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
There we go. Line 80. We're going to 52.
50, Mike, 50. Here we go, 50, 50. Mike, 50.
Go, get out there. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Here we go. 180.
54, Mike.
Sunday.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Flush to his right. This one complete to Sproles. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Go. 180. Bus.
Bandit.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Back. 120. Outside. Solid.
Man, I got you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz completes it to Aguilar. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Waiting!
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Lion!
Hey, watch it.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 180!
Watch it before. Pick it up.
Sunday. Down the man inside. Down the man.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. This will be taken very short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A good pickup there, a 22. First down, Prescott. Completes it to Austin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Check, kill. 47.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 38, Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin, complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Prescott's pass caught by Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a first down following a gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Prescott on 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and try